Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. If you're new to our channel, welcome. Here at Mad About Skin, we're passionate about helping you to get the most out of your skincare. So if you haven't already, now's a fantastic time to click that link below, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, and you won't miss out on any of our amazing future content. Now, in today's video, guys, we are talking about the best face mists at the drugstore. The mist, that essence, that gorgeous spray, the refreshing, cooling spray that you put on after all your other skincare. What are my thoughts on it? Which products am I going to recommend? And is there anything you should do, don't, avoid, or try when it comes to facial mists? Now, I'm going to be totally upfront with you guys from the start. I'm not a huge fan of facial mists. The reason I don't like them is because they're usually quite highly priced. They go on last in your skincare routine after a load of other products and moisturizers, and so aren't really delivering that much in terms of benefit. And there are so many bad ingredients to be found in facial mists. So I thought, but you guys still want to use them, you still cry out for recommendations, so I'm going to sit down, put my prejudices aside, and actually pick 5 beautiful products that I would actually use on myself. So I have oily skin, so I'm going to have a recommendation for an oily skinned one. We're going to talk about people with dry skin, sensitive skin, all the products that you can use if you want to do a facial mist, a spritz, just something to freshen yourself up. So at the basis, a facial mist, a spritz, a refresher, whatever you want to call it, is always going to be the last step in your skincare routine. You use it after you've applied every other product, including your moisturizer and your face oils if you're using them. You can also apply them throughout the day to give you that little bit of a refreshing, calming, cooling feel that people really like. You can use them morning and night, you can use them whenever you want. Things that I would absolutely avoid, just to be upfront with you from the start, things that I would absolutely avoid is actives, because not one of them is going to make the blindest bit of difference if you've got active ingredients in them. I'm talking things like vitamin C's, you might have retinol mists, you might have salicylic mists. They're not doing anything because you've got so many other products on the skin, plus a moisturizer, plus a facial oil if you use one. There's no way it's going to get through any of that to reach the contact with the skin, which it actually needs to have any impact. So definitely never be conned into buying one with active ingredients, because you're going to be paying more for it and you're not going to be delivering. Also, make sure that you never buy one with alcohols in there, because they're just going to dry the skin out and they're unnecessary. And if you can go natural, this is a fantastic chance to go natural and try a natural, plant-based, naturally derived product, because there's so many out there, so you've got loads to choose from. I've chosen what I think are the 5 best, and I'm going to whiz through them quickly so you can make your mind up. Now, I'm going to do like I've always done, because I love this series. I keep thinking it's come to an end, and then all of a sudden I think, oh, there's a step that I've missed. But basically, the best of the drugstore series is where I take each step of a skincare routine, I break it down, and I recommend 5 products from each step of your skincare routine at drugstore prices, so you can enjoy the fantastic products at really affordable prices. Let's get into facial mists. What do I look for in a mist? Well, like I say, you don't want too many ingredients in there, because you don't want to be just layering chemicals on the skin. There's some great natural alternatives, so look out for them and make sure you choose one which is applicable for your skin type, which is what we're going to get into now. So what would you do if you had sensitive skin? Well, this is an easy one, because you absolutely want to miss out any fragrances, any colorants, any essential oils, because you can be quite reactive. Even if a product is natural, you can still have a reaction to it, especially when it comes to essential oils and some fragrances that are added. So I would absolutely stick to one of my absolute favorites. I'll leave an image of it there, which is the roche-posay low thermal. This is spring water derived. It's got selenium in as one of the trace minerals in there, which is going to help calm, cool, take down some of that redness that you've got in sensitive skin. You put it in the fridge and it is honestly just like a blast of calming, cool loveliness. So it's perfect in the summer, and it will really just help to cool and to calm any redness that you might have in the skin. Beautiful product. Drugstore prices, it's under £10 here in the UK, and it is just a fantastic option for people who want to do a spritz midday but have sensitive skin, so need to avoid some of the nasties that can appear in some other products. It's also great as a toner for sensitive skin. A couple of people are going to say, what's the difference between toner and mists? There's very little difference between toners and mists. Toners, so there's this myth out there that a toner should be removing the last bits of dirt from your skin after your cleanse. That is absolute rubbish. If you do your cleanse properly, there should be no dirt and last remnants or whatever you want to call it left on the skin. So that isn't the purpose of a toner. The purpose of a toner is to rebalance the skin and to add back, to keep the skin moist so that the rest of your products can absorb better, and to work with the skin to balance the pH a little bit after maybe an exfoliating acid. It's not to remove the trace elements of the stuff that your cleanser didn't get off. If that's the case, you need to get a better cleanser, not a toner. A mist is different. It's not thinking to balance out anything. It is just that really nice sensorial experience. It's that calming, it's that cooling, it's that refreshing that you get. People love it because it is just a nice thing to pop in your handbag, spritz halfway through and freshen you up when you might be feeling a little bit There's some great options. So if you're sensitive, Low Thermal by roche-posay. What happens if you are oily? Like me, you're an oil slick, and about an hour after you've done your skincare routine, you can already feel the oil seeping through the skin. Well, we've got some fantastic options. I would go for, and I've just got my list here so I can get the exact words, because all of these come with super long words for some reason. I would go for the Body Shop Mint Mattifying Mist. I've used this on and off for the past 3 years. I'm not a huge fan of mists, as I say, but I will leave a link to that one there. This one is gorgeous because it has kaolin clay in there, so that's going to absorb any oil that's sitting on the top of the skin when it comes in contact with it. It's got mint, which is quite refreshing. I would be really careful with this if you are sensitive to any of these ingredients, because you can absolutely be sensitive to mint extracts, but if you're not, this is gorgeous at cooling. It's refreshing. The kaolin's going to help take out some of that excess oil that's going to form. This is a beautiful mist to use midday. You've got off the public transport, the bus, the tube, whatever you're using, and you just feel a bit and before you go into the office, spray yourself down with it. It'll mattify everything and just make your skin feel alive. I love that product. Definitely would recommend it. Similarly, if you're oily, you could try the tea tree oil mist by Lush. This is more of a toner / mist. You can use it interchangeably. Tea tree is fantastic as an antibacterial and antiseptic, so it's going to help anyone that's got acneic skin. You just spritz it on. It's going to freshen you. It's going to be fantastic at just taking down any redness you might have. Again, supporting the skin to prevent some of those breakouts. It's not going to do worlds of difference because, again, you've already got that mask of product on, but it is just a nice to have. It's super cooling. I really like the smell, and tea tree is a fantastic natural addition to anyone's skincare if you are oily or acneic. Again, I always caveat it by patch test it behind the ear before you do go into it, because tea tree, whilst it's 100% natural, can have a high preponderancy to create reactions in people. So just make sure you're not sensitive to tea tree before you then go and spritz it over your whole face and have a reaction. So that's for our oily friends like myself. What happens if you are dry? So your body craves some of that moisture. Well, I don't think a mist necessarily should be your go-to. I would add a facial oil in, and I did a video, I'll link it there, on best drugstore facial oils. I don't think mists necessarily should be your go-to, because again, it's going to be hard to get through all that skin. But I would totally recommend, if you did still want to go for a mist, to go for the Lush Breath of Fresh Air. There's a theme here. We've had 2 Lushes so far, really nice. I'll leave a link of it there. This is gorgeous. It's got spring water in it, it's got calming essences in there, it smells literally like a fresh summer's day, which is absolutely gorgeous. You can keep it in the fridge, which will be ultra cooling when you spray it onto your skin, and it's just really nice. There's no nasties in there that are going to strip and dry the skin, such as some alcohols. There's nothing that's going to be too reactive with the skin, so it's not about hydrating necessarily, though it will help at the margins. It's about not using products which could strip the skin, if that makes sense, and make the dehydration worse. This is absolutely gorgeous, and I would recommend it to anybody. Anyone could use that product, bar the sensitive. I think sensitive skin people might have trouble with some of the fragrances, some of the oils that are used in there, but it can be used by anybody and enjoyed by anyone, from the acneic through to the dry. Lovely product. It's £6. That is proper drugstore pricing, and Lush, I think, really do some fantastic toners and mists. Definitely check it out. Natural, gorgeous, get it. Finally, what about people that just want how would we say, just a sensorial experience? So people that want a mist because they like the smell. In an evening, it's super popular at the moment to spray yourself down with rosewater at the end of your routine. I Didn't used to like the smell of rose. I can't say I'm a huge fan of it, but if it's in the right scent and it's natural, I actually find it quite relaxing. Rose is super calming. It's great for the skin at dealing with any irritation that you might have, and it's just a really nice smell. So I know loads of people, if you've ever watched the Harper's Bazaar Go to Bed With Me web series, everybody sees to spritz themselves down with a rose water spray at the end. Now, I have reviewed on the channel, again I'll do a link above, the Rose Tonic by Pixie. Didn't really like it because there's so many ingredients in there. Rose, I think, can be calming. If you like the smell, it can be really calming, but you don't want all the added nasties in there, and there was just too many ingredients in that I worry would react with the skin, could strip the skin. It wasn't the product for me. So if you want a rose face mist to end your routine with, to zen, it's calming, it's grounding, it's really, if you love the smell of rose, I would totally and utterly recommend this. This product is the 100% pure and organic rose water by Baja Basics. Baja Basics are an up-and-coming online skincare company. They reached out to me and sent me some gorgeous products, and I've been using them for the past couple of weeks. You might see them appear in some videos, not because they in any way sponsored me. They didn't even give me a code or anything to offer, commission. It is just, they sent me some products, I tried them, and I fell in love with them. And this is one of them. So what I would look for if you're going to do a rose water face mist is 100% rose water. You don't want anything else added in. You don't need anything else added in. The products that have preservatives in, parabens in, things, all these sort of things are just going to increase the chances of a reaction with the skin and potentially impact all the great work that you've already done on your skincare. This is 100% pure organic rose floral water. So it comes with a very natural scent. I'll just unscrew the cap. Yeah, it's not that fake rose that I really dislike in products. That really hits you and you can never get rid of it, goes up your nostrils, fake rose scent. This is natural, it's 100% natural, so it's a very nice, light rose smell. It's a very natural scent and it is gorgeous. It would take a lot to get me onto a rose spray because I'm not a huge fan of the scent. This is gorgeous. I've been spraying this before I go to bed and it does just calm, collect. I feel like I get a better night's sleep. That could totally just be in my head, but you know what? I'm all about the sensorial experience and the aromatherapy oils, and I love it. And this is beautiful. The product is really well priced. The company are fantastic. Check them out. I will leave a link in the description below. Really ethical. They are vegan, which is fantastic if you're following a plant-based lifestyle. It's all natural. They've taken out a lot of the nasties in all of their products, which is fantastic. Anyone that saw on the channel when I was talking about Evolve Beauty, which is another great ethical natural brand, very similar to that sort of ethos where it's all about just getting back to Mother Nature, but in a safe and proper way. And this is gorgeous. I'm going to have a spritz now because I'm ready. It looks bright outside, but it's like coming up to 8 o'clock here in the UK. I'm ready for bed. I'm ready for calm. And one thing I love on this is it's small enough you can keep it in the fridge, which is fantastic. And it has a gorgeous mist. Don't be afraid to try these when you go into drugstores. If you go into a drugstore, try the mist on these things because you're paying for the mist. You want it to come out not chunky and long piece so it gets bits of your face are wetter than others, or it sprays every piece of furniture around you. You want a nice, consistent flow of mist, and you get this with this. I love this product. I would definitely recommend you check it out. They've got some great products. I am still trying them, so I'm not ready to declare my love or otherwise for them yet. But this product, I'm definitely going to repurchase. Well, I say repurchase. This was sent to me, but I'm definitely going to purchase when this one runs out because I've been using this obsessively. Definitely check it out. There you go, guys. 5 fantastic face mists, all at drugstore prices and all available for different skincare, different skin types. Whether you want to go for that rose calming mist or you want to go for just a normal spring water spritz if you're super sensitive, choice is up to you. But if you stick with these, you won't go wrong. Again, I'll reiterate, I don't think you need a mist in your skincare routine, but in this day and age, we all like a little bit of luxury. We all want that little bit of sensorial experience, that little bit of calm in our life, and a mist can absolutely deliver that. So I would fully recommend it if you feel like you want a little bit of, I say aromatherapy, I'm not an expert in aromatherapy, but that's what I associate that, those smells, those calming smells. Get them in a mist and enjoy the product. Leave me a comment below. I'd love to know what mists either you're going to try any of these out or what ones you use, any that you'd recommend, because I love hearing your recommendations. I'm a junkie, so I end up buying most of them, but that's fine. That's my wallet to worry about, not you guys. So leave me a comment below with which you like. Hopefully give this video a thumbs up and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care. Bye.